So,
Alright, we are going live or attempting to.
oh, and another thing, the 97 Berserk outtakes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Mehvies on Friday night, where we are
Yes.
watching. Oh, hang on. Let me pull up what it says here. Oh, yes.
Oh,
Die Braut des Prinzen, because I own the German 4K for this, and
Oh my god.
why?
because the German version came out before Criterion put theirs out, it's the same disc, and it was like $20-$30 cheaper.
You want to know
You
the worst part, Alex?
Huh?
Disney now owns this movie because they bought out 20th Century Fox.
Oh my
oh boy.
god. Well, Buttercup is now a Disney princess.
Are they gonna cut out the line where he says something about there's a lot of fine breasts in the world or whatever the hell?
Listen, they can't do shit. This film is already out on DVD and Blu-ray and 4K
Yeah,
everywhere.
so are the Simpsons, yet they ruined a visual gag.
Oh, well,
Hey
yeah, but
everybody, I'm the mascot of an evil corporation.
Fox had already done that. Fox was responsible for that because they were the ones who did the widescreen version for FX for their little marathons they do, because they didn't want to add in black bars for the like 24-hour Simpsons marathons they always run. And Disney at least gave us access to... Oh, Sonic dropped. And Disney at least gave us
You
access...
just noticed.
You just noticed.
to
He said he would be right back.
the 4x3 version, but hey, I already own the DVDs, which you guys need to actually
Anyway.
get back to putting out. I will buy more Simpsons DVDs if you make them.
Anyways, so
Why?
are we all set and ready to go?
I am.
Jared should almost be here, right?
Yeah, he said. Yeah, I told him to join us when he's done.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, we have been waiting for like 25 minutes, I think.
All right,
Possibly longer. So
He's probably taking a dump or something.
well,
okay.
anyways,
Anyway,
in 3, 2, 1.
hi, Metro Goldwyn-Mayer.
Mm.
Act 3, Communications presents The Princess Bride. So, for those that are not on the know about this film's conception, and also nice little Commodore.
Yeah, to
Anyways,
That's not.
that's
Also,
the
those
NES, I believe.
no, it's neither.
Nope.
But fun fact that those sound effects are not from the console.
Of
I
course.
I
that's
actually
the game.
had that particular Commodore 64 floppy drive. It weighed like 1,000,000 tons. There's a Captain America
anyway.
action figure in the back, and a He-Man.
Anyway, as
Yeah,
I was
fun fact about
saying,
that game, there
so
was no sound effects coming out of it. They just decided to add those in.
mhm. Anyway, so as I was saying, hello there, Grandpa. Now, oh, now the Princess Bride initially was conceived by the author of the book as a sort of best of both worlds to his daughters, where or one wanted a story about a princess, the other wanted a story about the bride, so why not make it both?
And then, when it became a movie, they added the little framing device of Grandpa reading the actual book to a audience insert, so to speak.
You sure about that, kid? Because I'd stay awake for a while now.
I believe that's a black Ferrari on the back, on the poster back there. Empire Strikes Back glass. I maintain that this is the best Dungeons and Dragons movie ever made.
Hmm. Also, this film was the film acting debut of Robin Wright.
Ah, my ass.
Hi, Carrie Always.
I was gonna say, hello, Green Arrow.
So, interesting fact about Buttercup in the book as opposed to this movie. She's a little dumber than she is in the film.
Hmm.
She
Huh.
didn't figure out the meaning behind as you wish. He had to flat out tell her.
Hmm.
In the original source material?
Yep.
Why?
Because she's not that smart. If you want on further context, go look up what's the difference on the Princess Bride book and the movie.
Are they still doing that series? Oh shit, wrong list.
I think I don't know. I haven't checked in on that in a long ass time. Fuck you, kid. And you're ruining it. Yes!
Hey, listen.
Patience, boy. Patience.
I've seen this movie so many times now that I'm just pouring my eyes over the background, attempting to place all of the little things in I can't remember his name, so I'm just gonna say Fred Savage's room.
The kid that Fred Savage plays is actually one of the few lucky ones that got to play video games in his bed while he's sick.
Yep.
You can't
I
play
never
video games when you're sick. It'll make you feel worse. Yeah, okay, sure.
I never had a computer hooked up to my TV.
Peter Falk, who plays the grandfather, is had passed away on June 23rd, 2011.
He lived a good life,
Yes, he did.
especially since he's now
I
known
like
as the grandpa in this movie.
I love I love the sort of the implication of what had happened, and it was like, and now how, because we already, everybody here's seen this movie at least once, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody, so like
Everyone,
Wesley went
everyone except
abroad to
my
seek his fortune, and then he he wound up in the employ of the dread pirate Roberts, seeking his fortune. I like the idea of him being a little bit of a pirate to try and raise the money for the wedding.
So Prince Humperdinck is played by Chris Sarandon.
Humperdinck.
Brother of Susan Sarandon, correct?
Let me check. No, he was married to her.
Oh, that's where she got the name.
They divorced in 1979.
Okay.
He then and got with Lisa Ann Cooper, divorced in 1989, and he is currently with Joanna Gleason. He is a year younger than Peter Falk when he passed away.
Huh. Susan Sarandon and has had 4 husbands since Chris Sarandon. She's kept his name.
That's a good thing.
No, I just think it's funny. But yeah, Chris Sarandon, and whom we previously saw in The Nightmare Before Christmas, which was our Thanksgiving movie.
Hello, Wallace Shawn.
The Nightmare Before Christmas was your Thanksgiving movie?
Weren't
It
you
was
there
between
for it?
Halloween and Christmas. He, initially, Vizzini, the short guy played by Wallace Shawn, was the one to incapacitate Buttercup, but for this movie, they ended up repurposing Andre the Giant's character for that.
Oh yeah. And fun fact, Andre the Giant was the
Vizzini.
first choice for Fezzik. But the author of the book didn't think he was going to be able to get somebody as popular as Andre for the movie. So, guess what he settled for?
Who did he settle for?
Arnold
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger.
I mean, that
Like
would
Arnold
be
Schwarzenegger is buff, but he is nowhere near Andre the Giant's size.
But
that
the
would be
movie
a
took
nice.
the movie took I think it was like nearly a decade to get made because it started development back in the 70s. And yeah,
Now,
so it
Inigo
was published in
Montoya,
Princess
our
Bride was published in
Spaniard here.
1973, right? It was
Yes.
supposed to be put into production and in the late 70s. It took until 1987 and for the feature film to be made. Arnold Schwarzenegger was the world's biggest movie star by that point.
I could see why he'd be the second choice. He is kind of big, literally, figuratively and literally. But
Yeah, Arnie is huge.
yeah, but he's
or
not.
was huge back then.
He's not Andre big size wise.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh yeah.
So
They would've-
I bring that up again because they would have to use some sort of like movie magic trickery, like make like the ground he's standing on like a lot higher than the
I
guys.
like the perspective tricks that Zack Snyder had to use to make that one guy seem bigger than Gerard Butler, but they're about roughly around the same height.
Yes,
Okay,
or
look
the
Hi,
tricks
Jared.
that Peter Jackson did in The Lord of the
Alex,
Rings.
you're forgetting to share your screen.
Fucking hell.
Look who's back from Ram Ranch.
I was sharing my
Gizmo?
screen earlier and it didn't fucking
I'm
stick, I
feeling
suppose.
generous today. I will not say the thing, but if you do the Ram Ranch, I will have to.
So,
Anyway, so okay, so as I was saying about Inigo Montoya, he is played by Mandy Patinkin, but if you've actually seen
mhm.
but if you've seen interviews of him,
Your shoulders.
it turns out that Patty was rather Mandy was actually faking his accent.
Yes.
He
Mandy
doesn't
Patinkin.
have
Sorry, go ahead.
he doesn't have that thick a Spanish accent.
Mandy Patinkin is also known for being a Broadway star and for playing, I believe he played Papa Smurf in the most recent Smurfs film. But
He was also Gideon in Criminal Minds.
yes, I remember him leaving the show because he hated it. but yeah, so Mandy Patinkin originated the role of Che in
Anywhere like
in
that,
the original Broadway cast of Evita.
Buttercup thinks she's going to get anywhere in that dress when it's going to weigh her down by a significant chunk.
Yeah, I was gonna say Elizabeth
Since you've
Swan.
mentioned Ram Ranch,
Elizabeth
Gizmo,
Swan would like to have some words with you about swimming in a heavy dress.
Alas, there was no female angel dust there.
Oh God.
I got my
Oh
comeback,
my
Yo-Yo.
god.
I'll throw you.
God, I love these little things.
I welcome it.
Did a lot of practical effects for some of the creatures in this movie.
Oh yeah, and they look fantastic because guess what? You don't see a whole lot of them.
Is that
The Japanese be like,
what?
haha, those girls are scary.
Yeah,
Those
that's
are our
Fred
lunch.
Savage.
Look at the bag of Doritos in the back.
Oh,
Get in here.
stop being such a fucking tsundere.
Tsundere?
That's no. Don't use it in this. Don't use it in that word in this context, please.
That's a good little effect there.
Saying "don't act tsundere" is like hearing those guys say "sewer slide" instead of "suicide" in fucking YouTube videos.
I've
Please
been
don't.
trying to come up with a joke about.
Okay.
What the? I always
Because
found
it
that
just
funny.
punched it.
That always surprises me.
Wallace Shawn, also known for playing the short, annoying boss character who Bob Parr threw through the walls in The Incredibles.
Oh, and also,
And Rexy
he's
in
all
Toy Story.
yeah, Rexy in Toy Story.
Yep.
Just Rex. They
Wallace
never
Shawn
call
has a
him
very
Rexy.
distinct voice that is easy to identify.
Mm-hmm.
Responsible power,
He's
people.
one of those. He's one of those guys who. Oh, he also plays Dr. John Sturgis in Young Sheldon. I've never watched that.
The clips are
Jim
like one on
Parsons
YouTube.
actually didn't want to do a cameo. Didn't want to actually make an appearance in that show. Oh, but then at the series finale, he ended up appearing, and then it's like, yeah, he's not doing that again. And because Jim Parsons knows that a lot of people really like Sheldon as a character in terms of like popularity and whatnot.
And they don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
he doesn't
know.
want to. He doesn't
But
want
he
to.
didn't want to do the show
milk
without
it.
the other co-stars.
Yeah.
No one really likes Sheldon. They just like to see him get put in his place.
See, the thing
Yeah,
is, like, Sheldon is
ha-
appealing as a character in some ways because we can all sort of see a little bit of ourselves in him, but we only ever want to see a little bit of ourselves in him.
Yeah, but like 1%, maybe 5% tops. But
So
like,
yeah,
come
look at how fast Fezzik's climbing, right?
Yeah.
And
he's got that turbo mode on.
he's not even using his feet. That is perfect logic, by the way.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I mean, don't you usually go faster
and
without using your legs?
And the Dread Pirate Roberts is only barely using his feet.
yeah, this kind of goes to show that Roberts here is exceptional in terms of strength and whatnot.
His strength is inconceivable for someone of his size.
Why are you making him sound like Skeletor?
He was also in the critically acclaimed film The
I
Haunted
don't
Mansion with
know.
Eddie Murphy.
Cookies. They
We
can't have
try
cookies.
not-
They're trespassers.
You know what I was going to say? We try not to think about that film. But we think about
The
that
fact
film
I
more than
remember
we
that
think
movie.
about the remake.
I'd rather remember the original than the remake.
Was it
Yeah.
that bad?
The remake was fucking terrible.
Damn shame.
At least it has a charm to it with Eddie Murphy and like the other actors that are in it to begin with.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a charm to it. Especially
'cause
the
even-
woman that plays with the crystal ball, which is kind of funny. She
Yeah,
talks,
very
Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah.
yeah, she like talks in these
Keep
rhymes, and
using
then out
that
of nowhere,
word.
she like breaks
I don't
character.
think
Like,
it means what you think it
Keep
does.
using that word. I
I
think
do
it
not
means
think
what
it
you think
means what I
means.
think it means. And there's the meme.
Well,
That's
one
like-
of the memes.
I was going to say, that's like one of the oldest memes in nerd culture right there.
You see equal
Like,
rights.
that was a-
I do not think it means
That
what you
was
think
a
it means.
viral image macro before video sharing was on was a big thing on the internet. And then it was GIFs before it was video. And it was like, holy shit.
When somebody uses the word woke, it's you roll your eyes.
You keep using that word.
Inconceivable,
Another
He-Man.
meme.
He-Man? Inconceivable, He-Man! He-Man, my Skelebaner is stuck in the door!
I like Nico's little warm-ups, too. Those are actually warm-ups that you do to get your tendons and muscles going.
A lot of people that actually teach sword fighting actually praise that sword fight scene.
Carrie Ellis.
Yep.
Didn't he play like that bowling guy
Yes,
I
Harry
love their
Ellis.
little
miniseries
Yes,
that came
Harry
out?
I love
Ellis
their
played
wave
Knuckles. Played Wade's dad.
and Knuckles.
Yes.
Is it fair for me to ask if bowling champions really make that much money to start living in Vegas?
Who
Um,
knows?
Man, I don't know. The bowling.
Because, like, think about it: football stars, baseball stars, Olympic
Un-
athletes. They make a lot of money, but bowling.
Unless
Uh,
your name is Ernie McCracken,
The
I
sets.
doubt it.
The set work in this movie is amazing. Like, there's like you can tell in places like oh yeah, this isn't like completely real stone and stuff like that. But it has this
Yeah.
divine charm to it.
For sure. I mean, unless your name is unless you're the bowler Ernie McCracken, I doubt it.
Because like I would 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times rather have these
Boots that big, you would think rocks wouldn't be able to get in there.
yeah.
Got 5.
I like the approach to exposition in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can do it conversationally and have it actually come across as very,
Genuine.
very interesting and genuine.
Actually, a clip sword.
It is.
A six-fingered man. A two-armed man.
Dude should have just paid the full price.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
Ooh, that's
don't
one
care.
we should do. I love that.
That's actually an improv line. He was supposed to say
Mhm.
something else entirely.
I did not know that. Neat.
Yeah, the I don't care part. Yeah, people actually like that line because what a lot of people are saying is that it just shows that it shows more of his character because
Mhm.
it just shows he's just doing his job because of that one line. And he
Go up to the six-fingered man and say, "Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die."
You killed my father.
I'm surprised there hasn't been
And-
any merch or merch of any kind for this movie, as far as I know.
I know people have been quoting this quote and putting it on things for years, but
Yeah, but that's about it. Like, just
By the
quotes-
way, that
quotes
that
and
quote
shirts.
Inigo
there's
Montoya,
not a lot of money in revenge. I
that
like that
iconic
line.
quote for Inigo Montoya said that is actually a trope namer for 4 separate tropes.
I hate to die.
Hello, and oh, I've seen a lightsaber edit of this fight, and it's still fucking awesome.
Yep. But I will. It's
Too bad you'll
amazing
never
what you can accomplish with a real set in terms of choreography. And like I know George Lucas pulled off some amazing shit on green screens and whatnot, but he had drawings and maps of things.
Yeah.
Disney has nothing on this. When you shoot
No,
on
they
a
do
when you
not.
shoot on a blue screen or on the volume with no idea of what's gonna happen. Yeah.
You see the sword flopping around? That's accurate. A lot of swords had it couldn't
Yep.
just be solid metal.
Oh, yep. They're because
Yep.
if they don't have a little bit of spring to them,
And they break. They're brittle.
mhm.
Which is why a samurai sword would not stand a chance against another samurai sword, which people don't know. They're not made for blocking or like that or taking hits like that.
Well, you
I am
have
not
to, yeah.
It
See,
is
that's-
also another trope right there.
Yep. So you have to. There are certain parts of the blade that are meant for blocking, and certain parts of the blade that are meant for attacking. And if you block with the attacking part,
Well, like the lower part base is made for
I have not
blocking.
left-handed either.
yep. And now. I like how Wesley is just like, go get it, go get it. I'm having fun.
Definitely one of Rob Reiner's
Eat
best.
your heart out,
Who are
Jim
you?
Cotta.
No one of consequence. I must know. Get used to disappointment. Yet another famous
You
quote
don't
in this
get
film.
dialogue like this anymore.
Nope.
It's all
It's all
just
Marvel
weaponized
jokes.
cringe.
It's meta bullshit and
yeah.
references.
That just happened.
I can't believe I punched a rock. A huge ass rock. Shut the fuck up.
Did I just do that?
I can't wait for Jason Momoa to say, Creeper? Oh man.
That movie's gonna suck.
No
They couldn't-
shit.
They couldn't just animate it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see that George Lucas took some inspiration from this for Anakin versus Obi-Wan.
You know what? You know what's a shame about Star Wars?
Me?
Bless you. You know
I
what's a
tried
shame
pressing
is
the mute
that
button 3 times and it didn't work.
the shame about the scene, we'll never be able to see anyone or anything Star Wars related actually make a Jedi that has a fighting style like that or similar to that. It's usually just like one-handed knight style or samurai style. It's never like this.
You know,
Like you noticed that, right? Like a lot of Jedi either fight like they have a broadsword or like a katana, never like a fencing.
Oh, dude, have you seen the choreography in Ahsoka? Like they try a lot of new cool stuff with her fighting style, but they didn't give Rosario Dawson enough time to train. And she's going up against Hayden fucking Christensen, who spent years of his life training for this stuff and still does.
Oh yeah.
He has to slow down so that Ahsoka's not getting overrun in their duel. And she's and she's supposed to be his apprentice.
Now people like Hayden Christensen. Fuck all you
but it's a Disney,
fuck all of you.
It's such a Disney thing to do because they didn't let Finn Jones have enough time to train for Iron Fist.
Interestingly enough, Doug Walker had come up with a strange
No, people like Finn from the start. That's the thing. But but with Hayden.
No, I didn't say Finn.
Yeah, I know.
Finn
Jones. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay,
anyway,
okay.
So as I was saying,
Iron Fist, yeah.
And it's like Doug Walker had come up with like an interesting argument for why Hayden Christensen was actually one of the better things about the prequel trilogy, and that was mostly due to the way he emotes with his face throughout the various parts.
Yeah, I've seen that list
of the movie.
Look at this.
He's fair.
This is me challenging the little kids in my jiu-jitsu class to try and take me down.
Now, do any of them try to get you into a chokehold?
Oh, routinely.
Imagine the merch they could have made out of this one movie. Like, I have not seen. Don't you find it kind of funny? We haven't seen a single Funko Pop of any of these characters.
I'm glad, but
fuck Funko.
No vinyl figurines, no Funko Pop, no mugs. No.
Now, Gizmo, now that you've said that, I'm picturing the Princess Bride Saturday morning cartoon featuring these this gaggle of goofs going on a series of continuing adventures along like kind of like Dungeons and Dragons the cartoon, except that you don't have the Dungeon Master character. They're just heroes for hire.
Okay.
And like the princess comes along just to set them straight.
Yeah. She's the straight woman to their shenanigans.
Yeah.
I can also imagine a couple video
Rest
games.
well and dream of large women.
Yeah.
I can imagine a couple video games made based off this movie too. Like I can see like
Dream of large women awooga.
Can you say huge bitch, children? Yeah.
That's a huge bitch. That's a huge bitch.
Oh, there's Humperdinck.
Liar! Oh wait, we're not there yet.
Humperdinck, I hardly know her.
Humperdinck, I didn't know she had one. I'm canceled. I can imagine a couple video games being based off this, like a point and click.
Kind of
Count Tyrone
like
Rugen,
Indiana
Count
Jones
Tyrone
and
Rugen, the six-fingered man, is
or
guest,
or something from Telltale.
Yeah,
like they go on another adventure like years later or something like that.
I can imagine how to be like the Back to the Future adventure game that they made.
Yeah,
I actually really liked that one, and then they made a billion more of them.
And then we get this one.
They could be like 5 chapters. One of them they meet Zorro, or like another one they find their own version of Atlantis or something like that.
Zorro, Atlantis, dude, that would be amazing. Zorro's in the public domain; they can do that.
Shame no one's really using Zorro.
I'm going to come. Hang on, guys. I'm going to come back to something. It's a shame Indiana Jones didn't meet Zorro, isn't it? You can go ahead, Kevin.
Oh my God! Please.
This scene in the book. Look, Robert's face was actually expressing some level of anxiety when dealing with this charming fellow. But here he is expressing nothing but confidence because he knows how to bullshit his way through this.
What a waste of good bread.
I know.
Look at that. Look, you can tell that's
really
supposed to be freshly baked.
And it's fine too. It's fine. That is really good cheese,
but
by
do
the
not
way.
Touch. Do not smell is called iocane powder. Odorless, tasteless, dissolves instantly in liquid. It's one of the most deadly poisons known to man.
For a lunch that good.
However, here's the thing.
Fresh apples, delicious cheese, and really fucking good bread.
Big Macintosh apples.
Yeah.
However, the thing is that the scene still ends exactly the same way as it does here in the movie as it does in the book.
I can imagine this game. I can imagine this movie having a beat 'em up, sort of similar to like the X-Men.
Yeah, I was gonna say kind of like X-Men or Power Rangers.
Yeah,
it would be a little bit strange having Roberts fight off a horde of henchmen and before reaching.
Like I was saying, you got like Andre the Giant there, who's like the heavy set guy with large amount of defense. Inigo Montoya and this guy.
His sprite copied from Andorre in Streets of Rage.
They could have like the same adventures like in the point and click, except there's like more minions to fight. Like maybe they
Yeah.
fight a bunch of conquist. Like I was gonna say,
So like,
yeah.
so like how a point and click would add puzzles and stuff, a beat 'em up would add even more combat.
Yeah, more combat, more variety of enemies, that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Speaking of movies that got beat 'em ups, Hook got a beat 'em up, which was
Yeah.
pretty decent.
Hook
No-
also
no,
got a
it-
point and click adventure game.
It
Oh,
did,
it?
yeah. Like I'm surprised that it got
was-
either because it's most known for the Super
Yeah.
Nintendo and Genesis ports.
Which were also solid.
Yeah, they're all right. It's just more people know about those than they do the beat 'em up and the point and click.
You can tell Wallace Shawn's been
Make
talking a
your
lot
choice.
in this in these because the makeup has worn away from the inside of his lips.
Dude, the cups got different designs on them.
I love how Wesley is just like what?
I feel like he purposefully. I feel like he pretended to fall for it because
Yeah,
he knows.
I can't believe he fell for my ingenious ruse.
Ha 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 ha. Bleh. I switched the real Buzz Lightyear with the fake Buzz. Wait a minute, shit. I fired Par because of. Oh fuck.
I'll kidnap 1,000 children before I let
That's
this
a
company
great
die.
one.
Yeah. the only one of the trio to actually die in this movie. I have to imagine that he had to ingest enough to actually develop said immunity.
Oh
A
yeah,
little
like
by
a
little.
Yeah, it's one of
Little
those
by
things.
little.
Yeah, where I guarantee you, he was like, it whatever the lethal dose was he was just going and like maybe like a 20th of that, and then it works up to a 10th, and you know.
It's sort of similar to how the Zulu warriors had like that
Excuse me.
spit, that poison spit. They had to get like an immunity to it before they could actually use it as a weapon.
I can imagine.
Unlike modern day.
Oh, that's another bit that was quoted in a Berserk outtake when Griffith pulled out the arrow from his chest. That's from his breastplate.
Iocane, I'm
It's like
sure on an
iocane
arrow.
powder. I bet my life on it. And they're like, Lord Griffith, that's an arrow.
Who says it's not laced with iocane?
Yeah.
I like the prototypical version of, you know how little that narrows it down.
Yeah. I swear that scene from Batman Beyond is legendary. We will get to it when we watch that show.
Who
Ooh,
the hell are you? Killed
fun
my
fact
brother.
here. Fun fact here, he actually suffered an injury. I think it was like a broken leg or something. So he
Yeah,
had to like,
I think he dislocated his ankle on the way. Well,
yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
And
we'll
so,
get to that.
and because of that, he had to sit in scenes like this. Honestly, I think I did not know this until like years later, but I think it fits his personality. He's just sitting down, resting, cocky.
Yeah.
Yeah, injury and other stuff, you work around it.
Yeah. It
Okay,
surprising
just depends.
unsurprisingly perhaps shit happens on movie sets sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Like I fucked up a roll once and I landed shoulder first on the ground, and it's just a good thing that I was on the grass cuz that would
The
have
shoulders.
yeah, legitimately like
Ow.
that would have fucking sucked on concrete.
Concrete.
Yeah.
Ow. You poor soul.
Yeah, poor bastard.
Something that Jason Todd would later say, "Hey, in Arkham Knight, how long did you wait for till replacing me? A week, month, a week? As you wish." She now realizes.
she's Butter so in this version Buttercup has more in the way of deductive reasoning, but isn't quite is a little bit lacking in common sense, perhaps.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Oh fuck! I just remembered something they did that was heinous when it came to Zorro. They made a kid-friendly game.
Oh God, I completely
that
forgot
noise.
about that.
Nah, I sooner watch Zorro Generation Z where it takes place in the future rather than like fucking put myself through that shit. Shut the fuck up. I love how cheesy that is. At least it's not Wuthering Heights.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it! Stop it, Savage! Boo, fuckity who! That's part of romance.
Bro, you read comic books. How many times have you looked at Black Widow's? You read comic books, dude. How many times have you seen Black Widow's fat ass?
Yes. Or no, or Black Cat's fat rack.
Black Cat's tits, Black Widow's ass. Invisible Woman's hips. I don't know.
Wonder Woman everything.
Yes. Her girl abs. I like syrup off her abs. What?
You'd lick syrup off of Robin Wright's abs?
I would actually believe Robin Wright's muscular, given the fact that she was one of the various Amazons in Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Rather, I think she was Antiope.
Rest in peace, Linda Carter.
Wait,
yes.
what? When?
The original Wonder Woman?
When? I didn't know she.
No, she's
passed.
still alive.
Oh,
I thought she died.
No, she's
No. Yeah, Linda Carter's still alive.
She's
the one that was in the
old.
television. The one that was in the television show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 73.
Yeah, she's still alive and saying a lot of BS on social media.
Yeah.
Of course.
Which is rather unfortunate.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what people could stand to do? Shut the fuck up online.
If she was hot back then, I wonder what happened. Oh, right, drinking.
That would explain a few things.
Dude, she was fucking hot in Wonder Woman.
Social media brings the worst out of people who need to shut the fuck up.
Dude, I get a time machine just to pound that. I swear to God.
You know what I'd get a time machine to pound out?
What?
The
Her brains.
existence of
What?
Twitter.
Well, then all the good porn would be gone.
No, that can... I'd also go back in time and pound out DeviantArt's stupid rules.
Oh God.
I found out Tumblr's stupid rules.
That too.
Yep.
Fucking like there's a reason why the No More Titties poster exists.
Yep.
You
it
haven't seen that?
sucks.
You haven't seen that poster?
Fucking...
No, I haven't.
So what it is that it's an edited poster of the original No More
I
No
love
More
that
Hero.
quote.
So it's
Oh.
it's an edited poster of the No More Heroes
Good
cover,
night, Wesley.
and
Good
Kill
work.
you in the
and
morning.
they replaced
Well,
Most
Travis
likely
Travis.
kill you in the morning.
They replaced Travis Touchdown's head with the Tumblr logo, and they edit the title to make it read no more. And they edit the title to make it read No More Titties instead of No More Heroes. I think I still have it. Hold on, let me see if I still have it. I thought that was fucking funny. I had to save it. Let me see. Yep, here it is. Let me put on broadcast chat.
Okay.
Chill out. Oh no, there it is. There. And it's from broadcast chat.
It would be kind of funny if, is if in our hypothetical Saturday morning cartoon version of this, each one of them takes turns being the Dread Pirate Roberts, and then one day Fezzik is Dread Pirate Roberts, and he has to pretend and that
Oh dear.
he is Wesley's size. Oh,
Oh shit.
Robert.
rodents
that
of
fucking
unusual
rat.
size. I feel sorry
I
for
am
the guy in that
Spartacus.
suit.
God.
I like
You
how
gotta
the
order.
movie takes a little bit of time to set something up for later, when we could have just had a boring shot of the quicksand. That is the driest quicksand I've ever seen in fiction.
There's sand in places that no one should ever have sand in.
Quicksand
I don't,
usually isn't wet. That's the thing.
In my
I don't
experience,
like
it has been.
Like I get it. Like you would see it like in stuff
I
like
don't
Wild
like sand.
Stoneberries or Indiana Jones, but like quicksand is not that.
No, I mean
It's
literally,
No.
everywhere.
I have stepped into actual like quicksand on like building sites. It's wet.
That's not quicksand then. That's just a sinkhole.
I don't like sand.
Eh.
It's rough, coarse, irritating, and it gets everywhere.
That is not the worst line in Star Wars history. The worst line in Star Wars history were the ones they have to perform. Like
What?
fucking Ray and Darth, whatever the fuck his name is, making out.
Oh,
Holy
you
crap.
mean Darth Edge?
You know, hey, German subtitler, can you actually get the damn lines right? Because you've got your O's and your U's mixed up all across here.
Oh fuck!
Some
Imagine teeth that big biting into you, man. Those ain't sharp. Those are blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have any idea how painful it is for something blunt to stab you?
very.
Oh yeah, no, they're just grinding down on top of you.
Fuck, man. Like, dude, at least with something sharp, it goes clean through. There's pain, sure, but it's less pain.
Shh.
Dude, that thing's creepy.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Oh, fuck off. I hated that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What about, let's see. I'm trying to think of
They
another.
fly now?
Oh, yeah, they fly,
fly
now.
now.
That's a really bad line for several reasons.
Dude, you could have just had them make a facial expression just to iterate the fact that they can fly now. You didn't have to say it out loud like that.
Or this. And I am all the Jedi. Fuck off.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
you.
I am all the Sith.
You could have just said, I am the Sith. I am the Sith.
I'm gonna let you
there's
go because I'm a
only
good man.
one reason.
Oh, maybe I'm a great one. Yeah, I'm okay.
You could have just said, I am the Sith. The fact that it's like, oh, I am all the Sith. Shut the fuck up. It could have been another, like, I am the said it moment, but no, they had to add in that one more word.
Then again, it is Disney and Abrams. Are we shocked?
Yeah.
Abrams
fuck,
has
that
written
looks-
far better dialogue than that.
You know what? True.
Oh shit.
And he also directed Super 8. I like Super 8.
Super
Yeah.
8 was a cool film.
I was gonna say Super 8 was pretty good.
It was like Goonies, years before. And this would be like one of the first levels in the beat 'em up. Learn to parry.
Learn to parry crossbow bolts.
And now you are now picturing the Empire a full mod for the Empire Strikes Back for the Super Nintendo. Where you with the
To make
Princess
it less
Bride.
brutal.
Make it
thinking-
playable.
I was thinking more along the lines of Princess Bride, but you know.
Oh,
Just the,
Yoruichi's still.
Someone has to make a fan for the Princess Bride
But
somehow.
But in
It
live
can
stream
be a
commentary
visual.
section, here
It
we
could be
have
a visual novel for all I
Harley
care. At least
Quinn
post
as
more.
drawn by Bruce Timm.
Oh, nice.
Man, I wish I had hair like that.
Glorious locks.
I look shit as a blonde, but with hair like that, though.
Oh, 6 fingers on his right hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say Wesley's got an eye for some detail.
Okay, keep in mind that Harry Elway's actually elected to take an actual hit to the head.
Oh, damn.
He would. That hurt way more than it actually looked there.
Yeah,
I
no.
can imagine.
I can imagine, dude. I mean, I could feel the thump.
So I was doing some squats in a squat rack, right? And I sat down and I just fell backwards because I worked my legs till they didn't work anymore.
Ow.
And some fucking retard had pulled a weight bench up back behind where I was and was using it for like dumbbell press.
No.
I rolled
Love
backwards
this guy.
and I hit the back of my head.
Oh no.
on the metal weight bench.
I like how this guy tries to sound like he has that high pitched voice, but then
Like
he clears his throat.
yeah, the Igor thing.
Funnily enough, that was his actual voice as described in the book, but the movie decided to go with this for a joke.
Well, I can imagine, because like a voice like that is it's not easy to pull off for long.
No.
I
periods of time.
imagine.
I feel like it would have been funnier if it was like that was just him saying "fuck it," I'm not doing the voice, and they decided to put it in because they thought it was funny.
I'm not doing this.
Like
fuck it. I'm
Like
curing you. It was like,
I was doing.
whatever. I'm not going to do the voice. No. Keep it doing.
Like, I was doing my fat bastard voice, my fat bastard / Shrek voice for a role, last year, and I had to keep changing it, because that fucking hurt.
I'm guessing because you have to bellow out your voice constantly.
Yeah, well, it didn't help that I was having to, like, essentially scream over a rather obnoxious backing track of spooky music.
That not okay.
Fun fact: that whole bit, it was that whole bit it was
Improvised.
between Fred Savage and the grandfather, or that was also in the book between the author and his kids, and and then they were actually pondering part of this, and then we get to this dream sequence.
Oh, just wondering, how does my voice sound?
You
Sounds
It
all
sound,
sounds
right.
good.
yeah, you sound a lot better than I do.
I asked because my mic is not down.
That's, yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah, like
The
my voice.
piece is like the literally the speaker is like the piece is like literally up. It's not even anywhere down.
Yeah.
No, I figured out during one of my streams that it was extremely fucking sensitive. Like even like lowering it a bit, you could hear me breathe through my nose. Like you'll hear a lot of
Yeah.
like
Well,
right
I've got
now.
a
Background
noise
noise.
gate on. I've got a noise
I
gate
put the
on
mic
mine.
down. You'll hear a lot of like throughout the entire stream.
Oh yeah.
By the way, Gizmo, you weren't since you weren't here for the last few streams in Persona 4,
Boo.
I ended up giving
Boo.
code names to each of the cast members of Persona 4.
Of course, you did.
So Yu Narukami is Eagle 1. On Chie Satanaka, oh hi, Irish Wolfhound. Chie Satanaka
Yes,
is
you're very
currently
smart. Shut up.
Chie Satanaka is currently doing that. Yukiko Yamagi has been there, done that. And Kanji Tatsumi is if I had to pick a dude. Un- And Rise is aiming to do that.
Wouldn't Rise be been there, done that? Considering she's a Popeye,
Because
and
was the
we don't.
first choice I ended up taking in Persona 4.
Yeah, anybody would have done the been there, done that with Rise at this point. If you've seen a Dojin, you'd know.
I'm sure. Naoto is
She uses that mic for other things,
Naoto is the tomboy I wish to do. Oh, Teddy is obligatory the mascot, and Yosuke is Eagle 2.
Sounds all right.
I'm not sure. I think that's a Brooklyn Nine-Nine sketch.
Hmm.
Has anyone seen Kite Man?
The
Fuck no.
show?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm hearing a lot of good things about it.
I have not.
Keith Davidson?
Keith,
David plays Darkseid.
what?
Oh my god, that is fucking
Fuck.
perfect.
I mean, Lance Reddick plays fucking Lex Luthor, but that wasn't enough for me to like. I gotta say, he does a really great Albert Wesker voice. That did not make me want to watch the fucking Resident Evil show.
There's a lot of things that didn't make us want to watch the Resident Evil show to begin with.
Now, speaking of something that should have been a Saturday morning cartoon. He just wants to cause an international incident between his nation and another so he can keep the war machine going for another 500 years. Is that too much to ask?
Wow.
I'm glad
Yes.
those suction cups aren't directly over his nipples, otherwise that would be really fucking weird.
I've always
Yes.
wondered, what is that torture device supposed to do?
Send electric shocks through his system.
Is that
Ooh,
really
shock
it? I mean,
treatment.
I'm
Yeah.
not seeing electric. They don't really explain it though. Like how are we supposed to know they're electric shocks? And there goes the suction cuffs. Like when I was a kid, I thought it was something along the lines of like water torture because they're using a lot of water to power their machine.
I thought it actually was suction. Like when the very first time I saw this, I thought it was yeah.
Oh,
Like
damn.
look at all that water they're using just to power up that machine. There's no electric currents. I don't see
Give me
any.
a second.
I don't see any electricity. And even if there is, it's barely noticeable. And look again, the water, the looks like pipes are being attached to him instead of pipes.
Oh yeah, it is suction.
Oh yeah, I looked it up. They're sucking away his life.
But how does that work?
I don't know.
I doubt they're actually taking away years of his life. I think that's just him being over dramatic. There has to be some other effect.
That's what it does.
It doesn't, but like it's not. That's not how that works, though. Even you can fictionalize it all you want.
I mean,
That's
it's a
not
fantasy
exactly.
world.
Yeah. It's a
I mean,
medieval fantasy
fantasy.
world where just about anything can happen.
There's only so much belief There's only so much disbelief I can suspend.
It's also it's also part of the product of it being an 80s
You
medieval
got like
fantasy film.
you got a six-fingered man with like a giant trying to free a princess from a man she doesn't love. Okay, whatever, it's fancy, but then it's like you're making the equivalent of like Vietnamese water torture
And we also have
I
and
mean,
say
medieval
essentially your
times were
life. Okay, how
hardcore.
does that work? Medieval times were
Yeah.
hardcore, sure, but at least they had some explanation on how each device worked or
Sure.
how torture methods worked. Like simply just tying each limb to a separate horse and
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I think we can
Water.
understand. Yeah, we can understand right away what it's supposed to do. This, he's like, oh, it takes away your life. Okay,
Okay, how?
yeah, how? It's like
Um, it adds
it's like
adds
it's
to
like
your
the
life.
purple crayon. It's like, oh, it can make anything happen. Yeah, okay, it can make anything. How's that happen? Imagination. Okay, cool. But where'd you get the crayon?
no Audacity. Go away. Go away, Audacity. No,
No.
no, I don't want to
Audacity,
update.
no.
No.
No, that's
Go away.
Why?
There we go.
Harold and the purple crayon. The fact that it had a movie.
Welcome to Sherwood
It
Forest.
can do anything,
with
but
open bar.
it can't make the movie succeed.
You can't make people know about the movie. Apparently, you
You
guys
can't make
are
you
you
can't
guys
make
are you guys
Zachary
familiar?
Levi not an intolerable protagonist.
I think he's fine. It's just another one of those Chris Pratt moments. He doesn't need to be everywhere.
I mean, who knows? The movie could be fine.
How many of
But
you
I-
actually knew about the Harold and the Purple Crayon, the book series?
Dude, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't
I mean,
know
I've
that it was
heard
a
of
book
it. Oh
series.
shit! I mean, I've heard
What?
of it.
None of you know about the Harold and the Purple Crayon book series.
Nope.
Hurt motherfucker. You guys will know anything about the Very Hungry Caterpillar, but you never read a single Harold and the Purple Crayon book.
Yeah, I know the Very Hungry Caterpillar.
You'll know the Very Hungry Caterpillar, every single Dr. Seuss book, but you never heard of Harold and the Purple Crayon?
Nope.
Dude, they made a robot chicken sketch
So,
of the
dude,
Harold and the fucking
Dude, you
No,
made it even.
I haven't heard of it.
Chalk Suit Kid.
Dude,
It's
you tried
known.
to. It didn't
I
work when you
haven't heard
tried
of
to go after
Captain
Inigo.
Underpants either.
How have you never heard of motherfucker?
I'm kidding, Gizmo. Of course, I've heard of Captain Underpants. I read the books in elementary school.
Bro, I was about to say, I was gonna throw
Uh-huh.
you across. Is that still going, Captain Underpants?
I don't know.
I don't believe so. the
It's over.
visual
This is hard.
contrast
This is
between the
hard.
narrative.
Dude,
Well,
this
like
bucket's must be
you can
small
see,
compared to Andre.
yeah, it's like you can see that the one bucket is hot water and the other one's cold. I need somebody to take the other 10.
But Benson's dead. He says something
Well,
about finally meeting the green dinosaur in the sky made of plastic.
He was talking about Ghost and a guy named Eddie Murphy.
He says something about firing a man named a
Bob
par. A
Parr.
part of what?
And he said something about fighting an evil baby named Stewie.
Nah, man, that was weird. We have also found 2 young men who declared you Royal Ugly Dude.
Mhm.
When I threatened them with the Iron Maiden, they said it was excellent.
When I s- and
Ooh.
he
Asked if we could play with
when I mentioned
madness.
Iron Maiden, he said something about Iron Man. No, wait, that's
Excellent.
fucking Black Sabbath. Never mind.
Can I play with madness?
Buttercup
That's Black
is.
Sabbath. Joke ruined. I fucked up my own joke.
I really like the improvements that the movies did on the source material.
This is one of those, yeah, this is one of those movies where the differences between the book and the
For the love
uh,
of God, when I said Iron Maiden, I didn't mean a robot woman.
the character from Black Widow comics.
They gave her a name?
Yes, they made her into Black Widow's stepmother in the movie.
You were lucky you didn't post it on Twitter, you'd be cancelled.
I have over 12,000 followers. They
Soon
will
to be
send you to
2001.
they will send you to the guillotine.
Okay, then.
Bruh, personal space. Fuck.
Don't turn it up to 11.
Oh god, we could see his fillings.
Jeez.
Yeah, I remember in one thing, David Tennant, one episode of Doctor Who, David Tennant screamed, and I could see the fillings at the back
I
of his
know how
mouth.
it takes. I think I know how it takes years off your life.
Huh.
It shows you footage
Baby
of
shark,
your
doo doo
upcoming
doo doo
movies,
doo
including Saw 3D.
doo.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
that movie.
Oh no.
That's horrifying.
Fuck that movie.
Uh,
You move when Andre the Giant says you move.
Move
And funnily
on!
enough,
Throw you
the
to the
Pit of
ground!
Despair had actually had a lot of the things that were described by this charming fellow. Oh, regarding Well, towards Wesley, anyway.
Would you guys rather have Bill and Ted's phone booth or the TARDIS?
The TARDIS,
Yeah, the
by far and
TARDIS.
away. It's bigger
gonna
on the
go with Bill and
inside, and
Ted.
it has all of Peter Capaldi's guitars in it.
Inigo.
Wouldn't it be easier to get Bill to operate Bill and Ted's phone booth though?
I could figure it out. It's a time machine.
It literally has a
There's-
phone book.
Unless it acts like the NES game, then fucking no.
So like Bill and Ted's Most
Bill
Excellent
and Ted.
Adventures.
Yeah.
Dude, I mess with Jared for like constantly playing that clip in the stream.
Yep.
I
Yep,
had to
this
kind
is
of go.
this is a fairly
Yeah.
realistic portrayal of how the party accidentallys their way into solving problems.
Okay,
Oh.
so keep in
Whatever
mind they
comprehension.
were Inigo and Fezzik did have to deal with a lot of the traps inside of the pit of despair, or as
Yeah.
opposed to just finding Wesley.
Now, I will say the movie is an hour and 38 minutes long, and if you made it any longer, or it would not be as effective of a story.
Because it's a good story.
I really hated
Yeah.
the Family Guy sketch they did like raining on this.
Oh God, I hate to imagine what they did.
Oh, so what they did was there was a random episode, I forgot what it was, and it cuts to like this part, and then the grandpa's like, "You want me to read this thing or not?" And then the son's like, "No, Dad, we have technology. No, Grandpa, we have technology. Nobody reads books anymore." And he was like, "Where was I?" I'm like, "What the fuck? What?"
Okay. Where's the joke?
Yeah, I
Where's
don't
the
get it.
humor?
I couldn't get it
That-
for a second.
Is that Mike Wazowski I hear?
Is that supposed to be humor?
Mike Wazowski!
Always watching, Wazowski. Always watching.
Unless you got
I
blue
swear-
fur, you're not welcome here.
Irv?
I'm always watching.
We gotta do that movie at some point.
The only movie. There
Yep.
was only one.
I
I want to
get
watch the other one.
Only one.
I get why you don't like Monsters University, Gizmo. I completely understand. However,
It's
it
one
has
of those
come
we
to
didn't.
my attention that we have to acknowledge it at some point.
It's one of those movies where it wasn't needed to begin with. It's one of those why movies. Like the Minecraft movie being live action. Why?
Yeah, yeah, that was stupid.
Of course, they had to have fucking shitty ass looking fucking fashion sense on those characters. Jason Momoa is not saving that movie.
So I have to bring this up here. So, despite all of the action scenes, the only injury Mandy Patinkin suffered
mostly dead.
on the set of
There's a
this
big difference
movie.
between mostly dead and all dead. Please open his mouth. You know, funnily enough, the first time I heard that, the first time I actually heard that line was in
Mostly dead. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So there's a couple of facts about this scene. So one, this is the s- this is the scene this is the scene where Mandy Patinkin suffered the only injury he got on this set.
What injury is that?
He bruised his ribs trying to keep himself from laughing at Billy
Oh.
Crystal's constant and ad-libbing and jokes.
Oh.
Also, Carrie Elwes was after they shot his close-ups and whatnot. Carrie Elwes was banned from this set because he kept literally corpsing on the set because he couldn't stop laughing. Apparently there's so much there's so much footage of Billy Crystal ad-libbing through this scene.
Ah, ah! Funnily enough, Gizmo, I know you know this, but there are two specific Digimon that are end up be having their personalities based on this couple in the dub. You know which ones I'm talking about, right, Gizmo?
Hmm.
They're Gigimon and Babamon.
Yeah, that
They're
sounds about
supposed to
right.
be they're supposed to be mega level Digimon, and yet Renamon easily overpowers them.
I'm sure she does.
No, I'm dead serious. She actually grabs their staffs and then tosses them down a flight of stairs.
Holy fuck!
She's a roo she's a rookie
What
level.
the fuck is on? What the
Have
fuck
fun
is
storming the
Digimon on?
castle.
Did you?
Digimon was always weird, especially when it came to the evolutions. Like you got a cat, you got a dog that could turn into a cat, that could turn into an angel,
At least Renamon's evolutions make sense since she's a kitsune.
that could turn into a priest.
And there was a
Well, first
sexy Angelmon.
that's that's Gatomon's evolutions.
Look, as hot as her Anjumon form is, it's going to be kind of awkward when she turns back. Oh,
Well,
but the
that's also
magic of friendship, yeah, but all friendships
well,
have
then there's
problems.
also
I
Ophanimon, and
hate.
then
I
there's
don't want to. I don't want to know.
there well,
I think it's better if I live in bliss.
then there's Ophanimon, which is her mega form, and there's her Lesbo fusion form with Lady Devimon forming Mastemon.
By the way, Carolyn Kane played Miracle Max's
Valerie.
wife, Valerie. She is perhaps best known for appearing in Annie Hall and Scrooged.
Up, Sonic is back.
Oh, he's back, yeah.
Welcome back.
Try to relax your anus.
He's muted.
Yeah, he's muted, but his ring is lit up. That's interesting.
Ah,
Yeah, Carol Kane is 72 years old right now,
Ugh.
wait.
and Billy Crystal is 76.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
It's a musical.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me,
Oh,
so
so
help
help me.
me.
I actually saw that in theaters.
So did I.
Same.
When those are those are some of the funniest bloopers they made. Um, to the pain has got to be the best scene out in this
Oh, yeah.
movie.
We'll get to that one.
Dude, look at those fucking hands. They can crush his head.
Have you ever
Oh, yeah.
seen Andre holding a can of beer? Like
I've seen that.
Like a can.
No,
It's not even just like a regular can of beer. Like a fucking 40. Like a or like a can of Foster's. It
Like, you
looks
seen
small.
those,
It looks like a toy.
You know those tall, like, energy drink cans?
Holy shit!
Yeah.
They're like those mini soda cans you see in the store, and when you see him holding one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking small.
So
And he drank 48 of those at one time when he was doing
I was looking through Fred Savage's
going for road
bit
trip
on
one time.
Wikipedia, and apparently he also got hit with the cancel culture stick.
Yeah.
What do you
I remember.
say?
Oh,
fuck.
here's one of our.
Wait.
Yep.
Those mutton chops, man.
Yeah.
You were not expecting that voice to come out of his mouth.
I don't think anyone was. The fact that they all are keeping a straight face.
I gotta give him props. Marriage brings happiness.
So yeah, you can
shit.
kind of see what my inspiration.
Oh shit, it's the robot from Castle in the Sky. Oh, wait a minute.
Wheel in the sky, he keeps on turning.
Fight him.
Oh man, the fire stun.
How'd you manage to make him look taller?
They put him up on a platform.
Literally.
I bet Andre had a fucking blast on this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I bet. I need to put out the fire. Give me one moment.
Oh my!
Patui.
I think that guy shit himself.
I need to put out the fire. Give me a moment. Patui. Dude, I'm sure he would have actually held up that gate.
Yeah. World deadlift record set by Andre the Giant.
God, imagine the things he could have done if he lived.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was quick. Damn, bro. I know you're fucking thirsty, but shit.
Wait.
You know how it's a lot of those sandbox games when you're dragging around a body, it's like it flails around like a rag doll. Yeah, that's what it looks like with Andre the Giant dragging around like that. Like it's like it's like another game of Hitman. It's like a game of Hitman Blood Money. He's like dragging a body around and it's like flailing like that.
All right. Inigo soloed 4 guys by himself.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not exactly a compliment.
My
You know
name is
what it
Inigo
is.
Montoya. You
There's
killed
the
my father.
Yeah.
There's the JPEG.
Prepare to die.
Prepare to die.
You do not think it means what you think it means. I mean, if it
Oh,
works.
sure. Leave me in the blowjob position of this night.
That's
Of
not
this suit of
exactly.
armor. Well, it's dangerously close.
This is why
With
we
the
use
bare
our. I just imagine Andre the Giant doing things like that in real life.
Yeah.
I'd imagine so.
Just making small thing. It's just making normal things look small.
After all,
Holy
suicide is
shit.
painless.
Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope.
Nope,
Get
nope,
back
nope,
here,
nope,
you
nope, nope,
son
nope.
of a bitch!
How did
Get
you
the
know,
back
my
here.
mother?
Get back here, you cowardly
That
swine!
was just a guess.
Would
Where'd
he
he
be
go?
the final boss, or would Humperdinck be the final boss if this was a beat 'em up?
So Humperdinck would be. So Wesley would inexplicably be able to fight again, and this guy would just be the penultimate boss for the Inigo route.
Dude, if that knife is as large as I think it is, I think it hit the spine.
Yeah.
Depends on what it hit on the way in, I guess.
Small intestines, maybe spleen.
It might have hit.
No, not kidney. It's like right in the center.
I'm
Bladder.
trying to picture. Well, no, I'm trying to picture it based on
Spleen.
my own, like my own body. But I do a lot of sit-ups, so I guess I'm not exactly representative. I don't know.
Here's the line I think Disney will remove if given the chance,
Oh, fuck them.
because he mentioned breasts.
Disney can suck the fattest of nuts.
Hey, Hump.
They can
Why
come
did
after
you
me. Now you
why
got
did you allow her?
Part of the perfect breasts.
Yeah, there you go. Cocky bastard. Oh, this scene is funny. Journey.
Ow! I can see that. Yeah, he actually hit his head there.
Oh, I
fuck.
can imagine. Yeah, that was like a stiff hit.
Good heavens.
Oh,
Are you
shit.
still
Fucking
trying to
hard one.
win?
I can imagine that they cut him going, "Ow!"
Well,
2 seconds
Oh.
later.
We're gonna get you into trouble someday.
I see he's got auto block on.
Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Ugh. Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya.
I see he's got auto parry
killed
on
my
too.
father.
We also
He's
see a
running a
little.
script.
Yeah, we also see a little bit of the a little bit of a
Say
mirror.
that.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Stop saying that.
The random
Oh,
pineapple.
insane.
I don't think they figured out what a
My name's
pineapple
Inigo
was back in
Montoya.
the
You
day.
killed my father. Prepare to die. No, offer me money. It's power to promise me that. I have more. Please offer me anything I ask for. Anything you want. Ugh. I want my father back, you son of a bitch.
Oh.
So in the
That
book,
was perfect.
So in the
I've
book, Inigo actually aimed to cut out Rugen's heart, or as a
Oh
symbol
shit.
of him cutting out his heart when Rugen had killed his father.
well, that would have gotten the movie an R rating.
Oh, for sure. Well, hold
uh,
on. This came out. Well, hold on. This came out what 87, so probably would have been PG-13, depending.
yeah, maybe.
I mean,
But you know, I've also wondered quite frequently, is there a movie where the hero sets off on a journey of revenge and it's seen as a good thing and he succeeds, and then I remember, oh yeah, The Princess Bride.
every Western
Oh,
ever.
here we go. Familiar with that
Yeah.
phase. Think. Those small words so that you'll be sure to understand. Rotog-faced buffoon.
Buffoon.
This may be the first time in my life a man has dared insult me. Will be the last. The fame is the first thing you lose. We are fighting. There it goes. On your hands, but the wrists, next to your nose. My ear tongue, I suppose, killed you too quickly last time. So they can to duplicate tonight. Once finished. Next thing you lose will be left eye, followed by your right. Then my ears, I understand. Let's get on with it. No.
Well, here's where it gets better.
The very child that's seen your hideousness feels cherish. Every ape weeps at your approach. Oh, dear God, what is that thing? Echo in your perfect ears. That is what to the pain means. I leave you in anguish.
They reference
Lying
that in
in
Mortal Kombat
freakish
11, funny enough.
forever. Yeah, I know that. That's little pig. Nipple thing. Just evil, a miserable, malicious mess.
Bluffing. He came all this way, and you think he's bluffing.
Nah.
They have the strength after all. But we know Humperdinck isn't going to take that chance because
Definitely.
Yeah.
he's too paranoid.
Well, this was back
Yep.
when honor meant something, so he, of course he's not going to attack right away.
So
And then, of course, in the beat 'em up, this would be turned into an actual fight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And because it's a video game, it would be immensely difficult as opposed to, trivially easy, as I would suppose. You're...
I don't know. I think it'd be funny if it was, easy, just to mess with expectations.
True, yeah. And now you're tied up. See, that's a good one. And that's a good reason to not dispatch the villain.
That's another way to kill him, honestly.
Yep.
Where's...
God, he was taken away from us too soon.
Yeah.
he
But Fezzik, where's yours? Oh, don't worry, I'll just run alongside you. He makes the horses look like baby ponies.
Dude, he's fucking huge.
I know,
Oh,
he
yeah.
was at his tallest, he was
pity-
7'4".
What's funny is if Bayonetta was an actual woman, she would be like, what, 3 feet taller than
You know,
him?
you know what my response to Bayonetta would be like?
Death by snooze tune.
So, do those legs go all the way up?
Is that
She
how
just
you
gets-
talk
let's
to a
see here.
lady? Do I have to show you how to talk to a lady?
I don't
It
know.
depends.
I'll show her how I
Depends.
lay a lady.
That depends. How crazy are we talking? That depends. How freaky are we talking?
Oh, darling, it's very freaky. It's always freaky when I'm around.
So apparently Bayonetta is around 8 feet tall.
I thought she was
Holy
7 feet tall.
shit!
I thought she was 7'7".
How tall is Rosa?
Rosa who? Oh, Rosa Bayonetta. Around 2 meters tall? I don't know what that means.
What's that in feet? I don't do that metric system shit.
6'5".
Oh wow.
Excuse
That's
me.
still tall.
Aww.
You know, as a kid, I thought I made a stupid conclusion thinking that was just the prince but old. Yeah, I was a stupid kid. I legitimately thought as a kid that was just him, but older.
Is this still a 10 out of 10 movie?
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
Why wouldn't it be?
This is like
holds
top
up.
5.
It's charming.
Yep.
The fact anybody hasn't seen this movie is surprising to me.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of movies I haven't seen.
True.
Oh, don't worry. At least you're not like Blabs on Skyscrollers. She hasn't seen a single Arnie movie.
You know what? We need to put some Schwarzenegger films on our list.
I
mean,
T1, 2, 3, 4.
I think before we do any Terminator movies, we got to do Commando.
Oh yeah.
Commando.
That's my dad's favorite movie.
Last Action Hero.
Predator.
Peter Cook as the
Predator.
impressive clergyman.
Total
Mel
Recall.
Smith as the albino.
Total Recall. The movie with the exploding head and the 3 tits.
That's a good one too.
True Lies.
True Lies is really good, especially that dance scene.
Yeah.
I have True Lies, the good Blu-ray.
Music by Michael
Knopfler. Mark Knopfler. Mark Knopfler, guitarist for the Dire Straits, I believe.
Fun fact about Last Action Hero, they were supposed to actually summon movie villains from other movies into that film, but they were afraid of trademark infringement and copyrights and shit. So they didn't. They ended up just not doing it. Like they were legit supposed to bring Dracula. They were supposed to bring back the Hannibal Lecter guy, but they couldn't do it. They didn't do it out of fear.
Dracula's in public domain, though.
Yeah.
No, but they did it out of fear because back in the day, the Universal monsters were known to be from Universal Studios.
Yeah, but they lost that lawsuit.
No, but that's the thing. Who knew back in the day?
Everybody. It was big news when Nintendo beat
Universal
them in
try
the
to do something with King Kong and they got their asses kicked?
Yes, Nintendo. So, a lawyer, I believe his name was Peter or Paul Kirby.
Jack Kirby. No, I don't think it was.
No, not Jack Kirby. No,
Jack Kirby is the comic book artist. So a lawyer whose last name was Kirby found that Universal had successfully argued in court that King Kong was in the public domain because the book that King Kong was based on was in the public domain. So, when they tried to come after Nintendo for Donkey Kong...
For the copyright.
Yeah, for Donkey Kong.
Kirby cited their own lawsuit decision. And that was it. That was the end of it.
Man, who would have thought Kirby
We save Nintendo.
These
No
are
wonder
two completely
Sakurai
different
likes them.
characters, though. You would think that
And
you would think that common sense would indicate that he would just let them go. King
Oh,
Kong
yeah.
and Donkey Kong are two completely different characters to the point that one is literally just a gorilla but giant, and the other one is an actual sentient animal that can make decisions all by himself, as well as compete in sport.
well, hang on. At this point in time, the only games that existed were Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr.
My point still stands. It's
But
still
yeah.
more sentient than the actual King Kong
Oh yeah,
creature.
yeah, true.
I just looked it up.
Just think
But-
about it.
Guy,
He willingly climbs up a building with a woman,
Yeah.
and he knows what the barrels are doing. Therefore, which is why he rolls them downstairs.
the guy. I realized something about Kirby lore. Apparently, that's where Kirby, the Nintendo character, got his name from. There.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
Right.
and Mario was named
Yeah,
after the
John
guy
Kirby.
who owned
The
the
janitor.
original
John
headquarters for
Kirby.
Nintendo America. John Kirby.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sonic.
Anyway, so join us back here tomorrow, hopefully,
Oh,
for the 6th Mission Impossible movie, where Henry Cavill has a thing growing on his face.
Try
Yeah.
to relax your anus.
Yes. And oh yeah, by the
your
way,
shoulders.
because I took the time to make this happen before we went live, I'm going to grace you with my wonderful work.
Okay.
Boy.
Why would you do this to Carrie always?
I don't know. I didn't want to. I considered doing it to Andre, hey, but I thought it was too funny.
I mean,
To
you could.
have-
I mean, you could.
to
I mean,
have
it
the
could always
Dread
be
Pirate
worse. You could,
Roadie.
I mean, it could always be worse. You could have put him in his. Put him as Dr. Gordon.
You know,
Oh my God.
Dread Pirate Rhodey is kind of how Rhodey is in the MCU, because Rhodey used to be a different guy. Anyways,
Is that before or after the scroll bullshit?
before, you know, there was once upon a time there was
God damn
a
it.
Terrence machine, or an attempt
Yep.
at one.
Then
Yeah, then Iron Man 2 happened. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and see you guys tomorrow for Mission Impossible.
Ace.
and then
And-
on Sunday we will be going back into the JoJo of Bizarre Adventures.
Wait,
JoJo!
how far are you guys in JoJo?
Part 2. We're
Alex,
starting part 2.
we're on the beginning of we're gonna be beginning part 2.
Shit.
Okay, so Jared, if you want to join us for that, you only need to watch 9 episodes.
Uh,
Not
uh,
You can
there yet.
go back-
Is it on-
one more part.
You can go back
is it
and watch
on?
those.
Is it on anything?
I'll send you a link to a pirate site that I've
Yeah, I was
used.
gonna say we probably don't want to
Appreciate it.
publicize pirate websites because Warner Brothers has been taking those down lately. Anyways, yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed, and we will see you guys next time.